The next optimization techniques in on-page SEO is URL optimization. URL optimization. So what is a URL optimization? So what is a URL? URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. So URL is the web address of a particular web page. So this is my URL, digitalmarketingengineer.in SEO/learn the basics of SEO is my URL of my website. But before that, understand that difference between the domain and the URL. So domain versus URL. So the domain is the name of the website, but the URL is the web address of a web page. See, this is my URL, web address of my web page. This page address is this URL. But what is a domain? Digitalmarketingengineer.in is my domain, the name of my website. So this is the difference between the domains and the URL. Okay. So how to optimize this URL? You may hear the terms like SEO friendly URL. SEO friendly URL. So how the URL get a friendship with the search engines? Right? See, so this is my URL of my web page. This URL, learn the basics of SEO, describes the content of the web page to the search engines, right, to the user. Okay, and also it is very easy to read, and I can remember this website address easily. Right? So this is a SEO friendly URL. Similarly, this well structured URL helps the search engines to understand the content of the web page. And this URL length have a characters limit. The maximum length of a URL should be 2048 characters. 2048 characters in Google Chrome. It differs by browser to browser. For Internet Explorer, the maximum length is 2083 characters. Whereas in the meta title and meta description, the character length is between 50 to 160 characters, right? But in URL, the maximum character length is 2048 characters. Now, is it okay to create a 2083 characters length URL? Unnecessarily, we shouldn't make it, because it makes difficult for the search engines to understand the URL and the content of the web page. Now let's see what are the best practices to optimize a URL. So use a keyword in the URL. Use a keyword in the URL, because when you include a keyword in the URL, that keyword tells Google that this page is about that keyword. Okay. Similarly, use a hyphens in the URL. Use a hyphens in the URL. So this is my URL. I used the hyphens in my URL. If I haven't used the hyphens in my URL, what actually happens is, see, learn the basics of SEO. This won't make sense, right? I use a hyphen in my URL. to let search engines know the learn, the basics, SEO are separate words, not a single word. It is easy for search engines and user to read and understand, right? So this is the standard way of separating the words in the URL. Okay. Next, your URL should be short and sweet. Use short URLs and use only a lowercase letters in the URL. Don't use a higher case letter. Don't use a higher case letter. Use only the lowercase URLs. And avoid using the dates in the URL. Avoid using the dates in the URLs, because some WordPress websites and blogging websites automatically include the dates in the URLs. It makes your URLs longer, and also when you republish your content, your previous URL will turn to 404, the error page. Okay, so avoid using dates in the URL, and always go for HTTPS websites, which means secure your website. You see, I am not secure because it's a HTTP website. I am not secured. So go for HTTP website. Just because Google said that HTTPS enabled sites have an advantage of ranking higher in the search results. So go for HTTPS website and secure your website. Okay. And these are the very important URL optimization techniques in on-page SEO.